I'm about to show you how to increase your session time on your YouTube videos. Because after taking my own channel from 0 to 50,000 subscribers last year and multiple other people's channels to over 100,000 subscribers, we've cracked the code on how to grow YouTube channels, and session time is one of the biggest things that 99% of people ignore when they're trying to grow their YouTube channel. And whether you're making content about how to cook, how to start an online business, or how to get fit, this video is for you. Because I'm on a mission to help you take your YouTube channel to over 100,000 subscribers. Okay, so how do we get a longer session time on each one of your videos? Well, it actually comes down to something called a viewer pathway. And what a viewer pathway essentially is it is a set of videos that are a path for someone to follow. So what does that mean? If we look at this example on my channel, we first have this video right here, how to master the art of YouTube storytelling. And in this video, I talk about how to tell good stories, right? And that video did extremely well. But part of the reason why that video did extremely well is because I linked it back to these next two videos. Now, what does that mean? So at the end of this video, I thought, what is the next video that I could push people to that makes the most sense within context to this video? And the answer was one of my videos about how to do thumbnails. So the formula for viral YouTube thumbnails. And the reason for this is because once you know how to make good videos, you need to learn how to make good thumbnails. That was such a natural transition. That's exactly what I pushed people back to. And it led to a lot more people than normal watching that next video because I chose my end screen, which is the little video that pops up at the end of your video that you can tell people, hey, go watch this video next. I thought about specifically what that end screen would be and what my viewers would want to watch after this video. Then I pushed people to the thumbnail video, right? And in that video, I broke down how to make really, really good and engaging thumbnails. And then at the end of that video, I thought, what is the most natural transition from a thumbnail? What does someone need to learn after they do a thumbnail? And I thought they need to learn how to write a title. What I did is I pushed them over to this video right here, how to write a killer YouTube title for the 2024 algorithm. And that made this thumbnail video do exponentially better. Let's say that you have a viewer here. Your viewer watches one video. They watch one video, which gets them to roughly, let's say, a 4-minute AVD. YouTube looks at that and says, okay, this person spent 4 minutes, right? And most people think, okay, a 4-minute AVD, that's doing pretty good, right? On a 10-minute video, that's like 40%. Okay, that's fine. What most people don't realize is that YouTube does not look at AVD. They simply don't. They do not care about how long someone spends watching your video. Instead, what they care about is something called session time. And what session time is essentially how long one of your viewers stays from the first video that they click to the last video that they click off of on the platform. That is the average session time of that viewer for that session that they go through, for that period of them watching. And YouTube looks at, if you are the person who gets them on and watching YouTube, how long does that person actually stay on the platform? So what you need to do in order to increase session time is you want to basically get all these viewers onto this initial 10-minute video, right? They watch on average 4 minutes. And then you're going to want to include a end screen, which is this little thing right here, that essentially sends them to video number 2. And with that, if you know what you're doing, which most people do not, you will get around an 8% CTR per 100,000 impressions, right? So per 100,000 impressions on the end screen, you will get around 8% of people converting, right? So that's 8,000 more viewers. Let's say that that's a 15-minute video. The 8% of people who go and watch that are going to essentially have a 6-minute AVD. And then after that, you can point back to a third video. And let's say 8% of people go through and watch that third video. And let's say that that is a much longer video, right? Let's say maybe that's a 30-minute video. Now they probably have a 7 to 8-minute AVD. So let's just play it safe and say 7 minutes. Now the average session time has gone up for a small percentage of viewers, not everyone, but a small percentage of viewers has gone up from 4 minutes for everyone to having some people have an average of 10 minutes. And then the other set of people have an average of 17 minutes, which is just ridiculous. That is insane in YouTube terms. And so if you do this correctly, what this can actually do, obviously that doesn't mean that everyone's going to have a 17-minute session time, but what it does mean is that a small minority of these people will, and that will boost up your average session time on this initial video right here from 4 minutes to maybe 5 minutes or even 6 minutes if it's done correctly. And that means you're adding essentially an extra 33% onto your session time, which is absolutely ridiculous because again, that's what YouTube looks for. Obviously there's other factors, CTR, viewer satisfaction, all of these other things, but this is one of the main tricks. And you can actually see this in some of the best YouTubers on the platform. We look at Iman. Iman does this phenomenally and he does it without without most people even knowing he's doing it, right? So he starts off with this video, change your life in 6 months, my 5-step process, this one right here. And then he essentially points them over to this video. Want to get $100,000 in 2025? Here are 7 ways. So now he's basically making a video for someone who maybe hasn't started business and wants to change their life. And then once he's convinced that person to do it, it's a very natural transition. They're like, okay, so you need to start a business, right? You need to make your first 100K. So watch this video next if you want to learn how to make your first $100,000, and I'll show you 7 ways. Boom, very natural transition. And I would imagine Iman has an 8 to 10% in-screen CTR on this. And then same thing over here. Going from 100K, what's the next step after that? It's $1 million. The first 100 million is simple. Here's how. So this is a very natural transition again. How to go from 100,000 to $1 million. Boom, very, very easy transition. He is essentially increasing his session time significantly. And he's actually starting off with a longer video here and going to shorter ones, which is completely okay as well. It doesn't really matter what order you go through. It's working extremely well. Obviously, Iman is crushing it. This is a very classic example of a viewer pathway. Same thing with Ali Abdaal here. What Ali Abdaal does is he has, if you hate your job, please watch this. So he's targeting the very top of funnel, people who are tired of being an employee and don't really like their job. He has that video. And then after that one's done, and he teaches them how to, enjoy their job more, he transitions it very naturally to how to make more money as an employee. Extremely natural transition because he's targeting the exact same audience with this. And it's a topic that someone who watched the first video would also care about in the second video. And then after the second video, he has an agenda, right? He has a program that he's selling the person who's watching. So he wants to funnel them over to a video where he can kind of pitch his program and, actually make some money from the viewers. So what he does is he makes that pitching video, which this one is essentially just a mini VSL or virtual sales letter, which is just a video that's meant to sell people. And he just sends them over to it. So he sends them over to this video. If I started YouTube while working full time, I do this. So he's still going after the employee audience, right? So as you can see, the audience across all of these is equal. They're the exact same audience, and he's basically going problem by problem. And eventually he transitioned them into the VSL and talks about why they need to start a YouTube channel. And then from there, he just in the description, boom, sign up to my program, go here, 7-day YouTube crash course, which he upsells from. And then he does something even better, which he adds a watch next in here, right? So he adds an in screen to one of his other YouTube videos and has a watch next that's all related as well in his description. So this gives him even more of a session time. This is nowhere near as effective as simply having in screens, but it is still definitely an effective thing to do. No question about that. So how do you do this yourself? You really want to think about what is the most natural transition you can create. So let's say that you have a YouTube channel teaching people how to start a business. So let's say that you make a video, how to pick your niche, right? So we have video 1, and then we have video 2 be crafting an offer. And then it goes on to video 3, signing your first client. So that is a very natural transition because what is the process of starting a business? Well, first you need to pick your niche, then you need to craft an offer, and then you need to sign your first client, right? And that's how everyone pretty much starts. It's a very, very natural transition, and it's such an easy sell. The real secret behind this is that you need to have a proper in-screen framework. So you need to have a proper call to action on your in-screens, which increases your in-screen CTR, or the amount of people that click on the actual in-screen that you have on your videos. There's actually something that I've started doing recently, but the problem is that 99% of people have between a 1 to 3% in-screen CTR on their videos. And I can guarantee you, if you go look at this metric on your channel right now, it will probably be similar. But there's actually something I've started doing recently that's allowed me to take my in-screen CTR from 1 to 2% to 7 to 8%, which is just ridiculous. That means that 8 people out of every 100 impressions that I get on my in-screen are going over to the next video, which makes your YouTube videos perform exponentially better. So watch this video next where I show you what it is, how it works, and how you can use it to get an 8% in-screen CTR on every single video you post. Thanks, and have a good one.